Hi friends, welcome to Reading Extension with me, Teacher Michelle, for this week's session 17. So, what do my friends notice about my background for today? What do we see? That's right, my friends might be familiar. These are called Legos, and we use Legos to build things. And typically, we use Legos to build towers. So, do my friends remember in the book we read this week, Whistle for Willie, when Peter was spinning round and round and round and round, what happened to him? That's right, he got dizzy. And so when we get dizzy, that means that we lose our balance. And it typically happens when we do what Peter did and we spin too much or too fast. And so, my friends, when we lose our balance, what do we look like? My friends, show me. That's right, friends. We look like this. We get a little wobbly, but when we're balanced, we're like this. We're straight, right? So, when we build a tower, my friends, and we build a good tower, is a good tower balanced or is it wobbly? That's right. A good tower is balanced because if it's balanced, that means it's not going to fall over and it's sturdy and stable. Can all my friends say stable? Great job, friends. Yes. So, as my friends may have guessed by now, what we're going to do is try and balance a tower and make one. But the trick is that we're going to make it out of random objects that we find around our house. So, my friends, there's really no materials list that I'm going to give you guys today because all you're going to do is grab random things around your house that you are able to stack safely on your floor, because that is the safest way to stack them. For this video, I'm going to be using my hand to hold these things and see how I can stack them on my hand. If you have light objects and you can do that, then you can try that for a little bit of an added challenge. But if your objects are a little bit heavier for you, make sure you put them on the ground because we do not want to hurt ourselves. And make sure you have a guardian with you when you stack. And do not build your towers too high, because what happens when it becomes not steady and it starts leaning a little bit? What happens to our towers? It falls over, that's right. So we want to be careful when doing this reading extension activity, but we want to have fun. So my friends, I'm going to show you an example of what we're going to do. I have gathered 5 random objects from around my house, and I'm going to try to stack them. And what makes it hard is if you have objects that are different shapes and sizes, and also textures. My friends will see what I see in 1 second. So what I have right here is a little round container about this big. This is lotion. And then I have a glue stick that's lighter. It's lighter than the container, so that's 2 things. I have a book. This is a cookbook right here. It's pretty thick, pretty heavy, pretty hard. And then the last 2 things I have are another box-like shape right here. This one feels like the heaviest object out of all of them. And then this one's probably the lightest. This is a little stuffy that my friend gave me. And this one's also a weird shape, right, friends? It's half of a heart, so it's not exactly a solid shape like the rest of them. So what I'm going to do, my friends, is I'm going to try and attempt to balance all of these objects on my hand. So I want all my friends to make a prediction. Is Teacher Michelle going to be able to do it? Do all my friends have their predictions ready? Alright, let's see. I don't know if there's a specific order I should go in. I feel like maybe I should have practiced a little bit, but that is okay, friends. My friends might have noticed my Legos are gone. That is because I was experiencing some technical issues, but we're back. So, like I said, I'm going to start with the heavier objects. So I've got my 2 book-like objects down here, and I'm going to try to keep my hand and my wrist as flat as possible. My friends ever carried a pizza before? If not, this is called pizza wrist, and it's when your wrist is very flat. So now we're getting to the harder objects, and I'm a little confused. My friends, you can shout out what you think I should try next, but I cannot hear you. I'm going to try my best. Okay, we're going to do this one, the stuffy. I think I'm going to do the glue stick last, because like we said, friends, we're trying to balance this. We don't want it to fall over. We don't want our tower to get dizzy. But our towers can't get dizzy because they're not like us. They're not humans. But we don't want topple over like Peter would have had he gotten super dizzy. So we're gonna do the lotion next. And my friends, there's this thing called a center of balance. It's when you don't go too far one side or too far one side. So that's what we want to try to find when we're stacking things and making a tower. All right, I got one last object, friends. Whew, I'm sweating. I did it! Oh my gosh, so if my friends predicted that I was gonna do it, you guys were right. I did it. I surprised myself because this was very heavy. My arm was starting to hurt. So, but I am glad that nothing toppled over. So that just goes to show you, friends, that I was able to balance all 5 of my objects, even if 3 of them were different shapes and sizes. And that did make it a little more challenging, so that is another way you guys can challenge yourselves. But remember, when we're building our towers and we're trying to balance them, we want to do it on the ground because it's a nice flat surface and we won't hurt ourselves that way. Like I said, I was just holding it so I could show you guys what we were doing today for reading extension. So with that, my friends, I hope you guys had fun with reading extension today. I hope you guys are able to build some pretty awesome towers. Remember, you can always show them to us on our website using our link at the end during sharing and goodbye. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, friends!